Ferrari squandered multiple opportunities for one of their drivers to potentially win an F1 world title for the first time since 2007 as Max Verstappen pulled clear before the 2022 F1 season began. Many wondered which pair or group of drivers would battle it out for the World Championship, won in dramatic fashion by Max Verstappen in the previous campaign. There was an air of uncertainty given the new cars and regulations implemented ahead of the campaign, and fans were keen to see who would respond best to the changes. After a rocky start in Bahrain and another DNF in Australia, Verstappen began to assert his authority by securing consecutive wins in Imola, Miami and Spain. As the Dutchman piled on the points, Charles Leclerc bemoaned a series of errors from his team which could have put him closer to Verstappen and put up a stronger challenge to the 25-year-old. Incorrect pit stop strategies, inexplicable failures with his car, and even the odd driver error, saw the Monegasque's challenge slowly fade away and Verstappen claimed his second world title following the Japanese GP. Leclerc has now dropped to third in the Drivers' Championship behind Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez, despite what has now turned into a somewhat underwhelming season for the 25-year-old. Given his promising start, the Ferrari man has gained many admirers, including one seemingly from Verstappen's camp. The title holder's manager Raymond Vermeulen believes Leclerc is equally as talented as the driver he represents, and thinks he will also win a championship. A lot of the mistakes that happened to both Ferrari drivers was because they seemed to have quite a loose rear. That's a little bit unpredictable, Vermeulen told the F1 Nation podcast. And then obviously, if you're already a little bit on the back foot, you push that just extra couple of % more, and you're driving closer at the limit, then it's obviously easy to make a mistake. It's easy to finger point, but I think if he has the right package, Charles is definitely also a future Formula One world champion, if he has the car that he requires to do so. I think Charles is equally talented. I mean that some of his pole position laps that he put together this year were just unbelievable. I also think he has the racecraft, but if you have bigger tire degradation during the race, there's not much that you can do as a driver. Ultimately, you need a car that performs over 1.5 hours, and Charles didn't have this for most of the races. Based on these comments and given how many points Leclerc has lost this season, especially from winning positions, this is a poor reflection on Ferrari, who should be embroiled in an exciting title race right now. For the first time since 2008, Ferrari found themselves in a position to compete for the title and were buoyed after winning 2 of the first 3 races. But after the team cost their driver over 100 points this season, along with 32 points Leclerc lost himself following mistakes at Imola and in France, the prancing horse will be left to rue what could have been as they watched Red Bull celebrate Max Verstappen's second championship win.